2018 BMW 6 Series Gran Turismo car review. The 6 Series was among the most popular BMWs. Built for 3 model generations, 2 that have been consecutive, starting in 2003, it was an upmarket and exquisite coupe that has a convertible and later on a low-slung 4-door derivative with strong dynamic capabilities. Now BMW lets us know its successor to the 6 Series will revive the 8 Series nomenclature, despite virtually identical market positioning. But for many people the 6 Series moniker will disappear. Henceforth, will probably be affixed into a vastly different car, the BMW 6 Series Gran Turismo. The good points of 2018 BMW 6 Series Gran Turismo: looks greater than its 5 Series predecessor, spacious interior, comfortable ride. The bad points of 2018 BMW 6 Series Gran Turismo: sits excessive, floaty riding comfort plus mode. What's becoming of BMW? While vaguely resembling the 6 Series Gran Coupe, this new car is a bit more directly the successor for the 5 Series Gran Turismo, once breathlessly touted being a progressive activity sedan. Recently created to pasture, the 5 Series GT a high center of gravity and ungainly, dollish looks that took enthusiasts aback gets hotter arrived in late 2009. Unsurprisingly, it's remained a hard-to-find presence on our roads. The 5 Series GT would not inspire your competition to come up with anything similar. They have comprised an on-a-car segment throughout its life cycle. Yet BMW desires to move the needle ahead and possesses left nothing untouched for making the 6 Series GT a much better and more attractive car than its predecessor. Beauty influences eye in the beholder, but we discover the 6 Series GT to become a vastly better-looking vehicle than was the 5 Series GT. The front is dominated by high-end LED headlights, a finely sculpted hood, and elegantly integrated lower air intakes. The side windows include a new interpretation with the Hofmeister kink that pulls the trunk in down visually, and muscular rear fenders further split the tall body. The long, slightly lower back is dominated by horizontal, three-dimensional taillights plus an electrically operated spoiler. It is really a shape we might live with, particularly when we needed any additional room. The rear seats feel nearly as spacious as those who work in a 7 Series, there is a lot more headroom compared to the 5 Series sedan, plus the cargo area is continuing to grow. It now holds 31 cubic feet with the trunk seats up or 65 cubic feet when they're lowered. BMW has trashed 2 utterly useless features that have been supposed to define the predecessor but have remained unappreciated, according to your brand's own research: the split tailgate, which may open being a traditional trunk or like a hatch because of separate hinges, as well as the foldable partition between the trunk seats plus the trunk. Nixing these components opened up the area while lowering cost and weight considerably. We do such as new cars' frameless side windows, although effect is almost wasted since the trunk ones are not lowered in excess of halfway. Slide behind the overly thick rim tire and behold the familiar sight of what is critically the dashboard with the latest 5 Series, a measure ahead of the company's predecessor but nevertheless a relatively conservative cockpit while other premium brands. BMW owners will feel in the home immediately. However, the tall seating position, a whopping 2.8 inches over that in the 5 Series, is a bit more SUV than sedan-like. The seating position may remind drivers in the X5 and X6 SUVs, but within the skin, the 6 Series GT is much closer on the 7 Series whose floor pan it shares. Meanwhile, the compact rear suspension is stripped away from the 5 Series. Despite the dynamic capabilities with the platform, the attention here is clearly on comfort. The 6 Series GT even walks away entirely through the artificially heavy steering of other BMW models, This place is definitely around the lighter side, reminding us of the Audi in excess of its own siblings. As far as driving modes have concerns, there is really a Sport mode but no Sport Plus. BMW instead provides a Comfort Plus setting on 6 GTS equipped using the optional adaptive dampers along with an adaptive mode. Soft or even versus the familiar Comfort mode, Comfort Plus will not be recommended if you don't regard vertical motion because hallmark of your luxury vehicle. We hear that Chinese customers see why kind of chassis tuning. Keep it in Sport mode, we say, and relish the surprisingly light-footed handling. It is capable and it also will play along if you flog it throughout the corners, even if it doesn't encourage someone to do so. The only accessible engine inside the US market would be the 335 horsepower turbocharged inline-six. It is torquey, strong, also it sounds silky, though there isn't much sound that really gets into the 6 Series GT's cabin. Sent over the Zhourost 8-speed automatic, torque is distributed to every 4 wheels if needed. The 640i xDrive GT charges to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds, BMW claims, and tops out at 155 miles per hour when fitted with appropriate tires. The future in the 6 Series might be yours for $70,695 to begin. Also it comes nicely loaded having a panoramic sunroof and many goodies. As capable as it's unobtrusive, this vehicle would be the least exciting 6 Series, even so the sportiest and best looking hotel shuttle ever built.